we have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
RPO complete to open the drive. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Salter. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Here we go. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talks.
Wide open spaces. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Well, no, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. On the ground, it's Lawrence. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Give to the running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup. To the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. There's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time. And long. Clark wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they get him down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Welch. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups.
Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's got it on the right.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up in great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Going up top again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He got it. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clark to fire. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update.
The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Clark wants to throw. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Finds his tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UNLV proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Rebels team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to run it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. They bring the punter onto the field now. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Line is set on 3rd down. Clark to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hayden. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Clark wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawrence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Amazing. How many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive? We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Clark to fire. Got a man, it's Lawrence. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not.
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Return takes it inside the 30. Down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Nice move to keep running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. It's a running room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Welsh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Got his man quickly. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clark wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Rushes on him. Takes the easy one to the back. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Going for 6. He caught it. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it, when does panicking ever really help. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.